I'm going to do a Charleston modeling session. So join me, won't you? This is for American style, by the way. So here I have my rack. I'm going to grab a random 13 tiles. So we have 4 on each side, 5 in the middle. That's our random 13. Then you're going to create your Charleston tiles. This is what I call a mock Charleston. It's not an exact science. So yes, you might get tiles in a random Charleston set of tiles, but it's still really good practice. So here we have our mock Charleston, right across left, left across right, and we can go ahead and get started. So you just pull up those random 13 tiles and set them up. I like to set them up with flowers, jokers, which we don't have any, but we do have some flowers, some winds, dragons, and then our numbered suit. Numbered suits in order. And the only multiple that we have here is a west, a pair of west, well, and the flowers. There is a hand on the 2017 card that has east and west with 6 flowers. So that's my plan A. For a plan B, we could do the winds east and west with evens, and I have 2 2s. So I think I'll save that as well. I always save my white dragons because I do not like to pass white dragons, and that leaves me with passing these tiles here. So to mix that up, I think we could do green, 5, and 8. And now we can go ahead and start our Charleston. So that'll be my first, right? And here's my incoming pass. We got a 2, so now we have another multiple. So definitely the east and west with 2s is going to be the trajectory here for plan A. I'll save these for plan B. We did pick up another multiple, so you want to keep that in mind. There's nothing we can do with that, though. We're much stronger for east-west with 2s because we have 1 more. I would hold it, though. It could become joker bait when you get to the pick and discard phase of the game. So that leaves me with passing a 5, 7 in white. Now, I could pass a 5, 6, 7. I think it's probably as equally as dangerous, and plus it gives me a pair. Although, if I pick everything I want out of here, I might have to break up a pair or pass a flower. I don't know if I want to do that. I think I'm going to break up that 6 right now and pass the 5, 6, 7. That's a little dangerous, but considering what I'm going to be left with on that next pass, I'm going to go ahead and do it. And we got like numbers, which happens all the time, but now we have tiles that we can pass, 1 of each suit. We got an even and 2 odds, so I think that's pretty good. We picked up a pair, which also happens sometimes, but we'll go ahead and break that up and do a 5, 4, 9. We've got 2 different suits with evens and odds. All right, we got a keeper, we got a 2 bam, and now here we have some tiles to pass. It's a little dangerous, 3, 4, 5, but it's either that or passing a flower, which, I mean, the white dragon. Maybe we'll go ahead and do that now. 3, 5, maybe even. Either way, it's going to be just as dangerous. Okay, joker. You can't keep the jokers. Got to put those back during this exercise. Okay, we got a keeper here, a west, and we also picked up another flower. So at this point, we're on our last right, and we're in between east-west with flowers, east-west with flowers, or east-west with 2s. Now with the 2s, we have a gap. Let's count how many there are here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 towards the east-west with 2s versus there's 1 less here with the flowers. I'd say on our last right, let's pass 1 blind. So we'll put these out here, pass 1 blind, and pick these up. Got a joker, put that back, picked up an east. So now I'd say for the optional cross, we want 1 tile. And really for optional cross, anytime someone says they want 1 tile, I'd decline and say I'd like to keep my tiles. And if I am the person wanting to stop the Charleston, usually I break up if I'm in between two hands, which is the case here, I'm in between east-west with twos and east-west with flowers. I am not going to pass a flower. And I think my stronger hand is east-west with twos. So I'd say, you know, no additional optional cross in this case. All right, let's do another one. Yep, that's right. Okay, jokers, flowers, winds, dragons, numbered suits in order. And this is very common, no multiples at all here. But I don't get discouraged by that, because anytime someone says, I don't have a hand, that's not correct. I would not say that, because there is a hand here. There's plenty of things to do. You just have to systematically go through the categories in your head when you're starting out with no multiples. You want to pick as many tiles out of your starting lineup that will fit any given category on the card. So in this case, I am seeing a lot of 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's just take a look at that. Or even 2, 3, 4, 5, no, 3, 4, 5, 6. If we do 3, 4, 5, 6, we can get rid of all those. And when you're looking at mixed suits in consecutive run category, you want to pick 4 numbers in a range, because they're usually 2 in a sequence, 3 in a sequence, or 4 in a sequence. So that 4 number range will fit a lot of options. So for 3, 4, 5, 6, we have 6 tiles. Let's look at a 2, 4, 6, 8 option. And with this one, you want to pick every 2, 4, 6, 8 that you have, and we're equal. Either way, we never touched these tiles over here. So I think we would start with that. We're in between 3, 4, 5, 6 or 2, 4, 6, 8. So, and we have a pass. So at this point you can stop. You don't have to worry about what hand you're going to play. Just know that in this case, we're in 2 different categories at the moment. So we're going to pass. Oh, I forgot to set up my mock Charleston. Do that real quick. All right, there they are. So we'll pass these tiles here, and we'll pick up our first pass. Got a joker, you got to put that back. Okay, now we did get, so we're in between 2, 4, 6, 8. We got our first multiple with a 6. So for a 2, 4, 6, 8 situation, there's our starting lineup. We've got 7. If we were to do the 3, 4, 5, 6, we would keep these and have these to pass. We could do 5, 6, 7, 8, in which case we would need to pick those. We could do 6, 7, 8, 9, and we would pick up that. Either way, let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 6. I think we could give up 1 bam, 5 bam, 9 dot, because that way we could do 2, 4, 6, 8 as the primary, and then we could switch to 3, 6, 9 even, perhaps, or 6, 7, 8, and we got to give something up. So I think that might be a good one. Let's see what happens. Picked up a joker. Need to get rid of that. And we got a 4, and we picked up an east and a 7. So none of those are going to help. Now this 3 we were saving because we were doing 2, 3, 4, 5 or 3, 4, 5, 6, but now we have a gap. We have no 5. So I say we give up the consecutive and we're in the 2, 4, 6, 8 category now. 1 category, which is actually kind of nice because then you can focus on 1 category. And this is a great pass. I think this is a perfect pass. 1 wind, a number. Actually, it could even be better if this were an even number, but I still say that's a pretty good pass. 2 different numbers and 2 different suits plus a wind. Let's see what we get here. We picked up a flower. That's good. And a 4 dot. So now we have 2 multiples. Those will go away. So we have a 4 and a 6. So we do not have to pick a hand. You just want to be cognizant of the multiples because that's where you're building around. So we have one, we're missing 1 tile to pass. We are going into the second Charleston. At this point, you might think, well, why not stop the Charleston? I don't know my hand yet. I won't stop the Charleston unless I know my hand. In order for me to pass, I'm going to need to pick a hand. That's during the Charleston, when you run out of tiles to pass, that's when you pick a hand. So if I'm going to build around my multiples, I could do 2, 4, 6, 8. That would use both of my multiples. As an option, let's see here. Let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 4, 6, 8. If we did 2, 4, 4, 6, 8, that would mean that we'd have to break up a multiple, which sometimes happens. Either way, we didn't use the 4 in either of those options, so I think that's the one to pass. I don't like passing flowers unless I absolutely have to, so this is what I'm going to pass next. We got an 8 dot. We're back at that same situation. We'll think about what to pass. In this case, I think we're better where we were, between 2, 4 with dots and 6, 8, because that leverages both of our multiples. We get rid of the 8 dot. Picked up a 4 and a 6. So now we have an east, a flower, and here's our 2, 4, 6, 8 collection. So now we've got a bigger multiple here with the 4s. I'm still thinking this 2, 4, 6, 8 is going to be the best option because we're leveraging now a pung. It'd be nice if we could get a 2 dot. So 2 dot, 4 dot, 6 bam, 8 bam, and these go away. As an option, we could still do 2, 4 in cracks, 4, 6 in 8s. I mean in dots, and then the 8 bam would be used, and that frees up a 6 crack and an east. So in this case, I'd say I'm going to pass 1 blind because I really don't like passing flowers. So I'm going to pass 1 blind. We got an 8 dot, which really doesn't help too much because our plan is 2, 4 in dots, 6, 8 in bams, or 2, 4 in cracks, 4, 6 in dots plus the 8 bam. Either way, we didn't use these 2. So for the optional cross, I say 2. So we'll put those out there and pull up 2. We got an 8 dot again and an east. So we've got some discards. All right, that's the Charleston modeling. Tell me what you think about that and try it yourself. It really does help desensitize you to the whole process of picking a category and deciding what to pass. And also, when you're in that situation where you have no multiples to start from, it can be a little overwhelming. So this is a really good practice. If you haven't joined my channel, I invite you to do that. Just click the subscribe button and the bell, and that way you'll get notification when I post new videos. And I hope to see you at the next Charleston modeling session.